Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Bapi Ahmed and I'm your host. So guys, in this video I'll show you how we can implement end-to-end generative AI projects with the help of LlamaIndex. I think I already taken one session on LlamaIndex, like we have seen like how we can use LlamaIndex and all, and what is the difference between LlamaIndex and your LangChain. Okay, both are similar, but like both are like different framework. You can use them to build your generative AI application. But like we saw the experiment on the like Google Colab notebook. So in this video, I'll show you like how we can use Streamlit package to create the web app and all. Okay, like how we can do it. And I will also provide some assignment. I will also give you some of the task in this video so that actually you can, so whatever you have learned actually so far, you can utilize this one here. Okay. So I'm not going to implement these projects from scratch because I have already discussed the like process how we develop like one end-to-end projects. Okay, so that is why I already implemented one particular projects, as you can see here. So this is like a financial stock analysis project I have developed with the help of this LlamaIndex. So first of all, I will show you the demo of these projects. Okay, like what is the projects and all about. So those who are interested in the field of financial, or let's say in the domain of financial, so they will be loving this project because here you can do like stock analysis. Okay, so we have some stock data, we have some articles actually, as you can see. So these are the articles I have downloaded from the internet, and this is in the HTML format. So we'll be processing, these are the data, we'll be collecting the content. Okay, if you see, this is the completely HTML data. So here we have lots of like financial stock data, like we have Google data, then we have Nvidia, we have Meta. Okay, then we have ms here if you see MSFT. Okay, as you can see, so we have different like you can say companies stock data here. So I already given the link of the data in my GitHub, so you can download from here. I will show you like how to download the data. So that script I have already written. So first of all, let me execute the project. So I will first of all execute this projects and show you like how it will work. So see guys, this is the Streamlit app I have developed, and here you can do two kinds of analysis. One is like you can do a single stock analysis, another is a competitive analysis. Okay, like competitor analysis. I'll show you both of you. Okay, so here first of all, let's do the single stock analysis. So I'll just ask what is the stock of, here if you see, so they have given the short name for each and every company. If you come here, so I've already listed down. So let's ask for the Nvidia. So I'll copy the Nvidia, and here I will ask. So guys, as you can see, I have asked like what is the stock of Nvidia. So it is giving me the answer. Okay, you can see it is giving like 2023 to 2027. Okay, it's giving the stock, as you can see. Now, and you can ask for any kinds of stock. Let's ask for the Google. So I'll copy Google, and here if I paste and enter, so now it will give me the stock of the Google. So that's how actually you can ask different stock related question. Okay, if you're interested in these kinds of stock and also you can ask lots of question and you can get the response with respect to that. Okay, as you can see, this is the Google stock answer it is giving. Now you can also perform like competitive stock analysis. So just select the competitive one. Now it will give you the interface of the competitive analysis. So guys, as you can see, this is the competitive analysis one. So now here you need to provide stock one symbol and stock two symbol. So let's do like MSFT, and I will also do for my Nvidia. Let's see the competitive analysis between them. So see guys, this is the competitive analysis between them. As you can see, you can read it out. Okay, so not only that, you can see like competitive analysis between all the company. Here is the listed. Okay, and this is the symbol of the stock. Like you can't directly pass the company name, so you need to give the symbol. Okay, because this is your custom data you have given like that. So yes guys, this is the projects actually I have developed with the help of this LlamaIndex, and this is very much interesting projects like in the field of financial domain. And you can see implement lots of thing with the help of this LlamaIndex. I think I already showed you like lots of like functionality and all. and I already showed you lots of things, okay, with the help of open source model and all. You can implement anything, okay, whatever you can think in your mind, you can implement anything, just you need to try from your side, okay. Now guys, let me show you like how I have developed these projects, okay. So this is the projects guys I have already developed, and let me show you. This is the code for the projects, okay. So I'll explain each and everything, like whatever things actually I'm doing, and I've already given the idea about LlamaIndex and this Streamlit and all. So I think you are already familiar with these are the thing, okay, I'm expecting. So that's why I'll be explaining the projects, okay, instead of writing all the line from scratch. So first of all, let me stop the execution. Then I will remove this article folder because this is my generated folder. Then I will also remove this stories, okay. Stories, I think you remember, stories is nothing but it's a vector store we created with the help of LlamaIndex, right? So both I have deleted. Now here is the readme file I have already shared, like what are the steps you need to perform. So here first of all you need to clone the repository. So this repository you will find from the description section. So from there actually you can download the projects. Then you need to create one environment, okay, Python environment using Python 3.8. Then you need to activate the environment, then you need to install the requirements. So requirement wise, I mean using these are the requirements as you can see. So you are using LlamaIndex, then Streamlit, python.env, okay. And apart from that I'm also using OpenAI and some you can say dependency package I'm also installing here. So this thing you need to install, I already showed you how to install them and all, how to create the environment in my previous project implementation. Then after that you need to execute this app.py, okay. But before running the app.py you should have your data and you should have your vector store presence, okay, otherwise it won't be working. So for this actually in the src folder I have written some of the script. As you can see, first of all we need to fetch the data. So this is the link guys. So in this link actually this articles is available. I have already given this link and this is hosted on my GitHub. So from here you can download those data set, okay, download those articles. And after that, see I have written one function. With the help of this function I am downloading. So basically it will take this URL, data URL, and it will download that zip file, okay, from my GitHub, and it will unzip it, okay, it will unzip it here, and that zip file it will remove, okay. So this is the code I have written. Now let me show you how it is working. So I already created the environment. So now I'll execute this particular file. So I'll just write Python inside src. Inside src I have one file called 01 fetch data, okay. I will execute this file. Now see guys, it will download that data from my URL. So see guys, it has downloaded all the HTML file, and now see if I open my articles, all the data are present. Now what I need to do, I need to create one vector state. I think you already know like what is vector state. I already explained these are the thing in my notebook experiment, okay. What are the steps I perform, same thing I'm doing here also, okay. So to create the vector store, I created another file called indexnews.py. So here I'm using this GPT vector store to create my vector embedding. So here you can also use Google PAM embedding. You can also use Hugging Face embedding. Anything you can use. Just try to use open source embedding because if you don't want to use like OpenAI, so if you don't want to spend money, so you can go with like open source model. Otherwise, if you have like OpenAI account, you can also use OpenAI API key. So here if you see, I have already set my OpenAI API key. So by default, if you're not giving any embedding models, it will take that OpenAI embedding model, okay. So this GPT vector store index already has like GPT based embedding model. It will take that model and it will convert your data to vector embedding, okay. So guys, this should be your task. Just try to replace this code with your open source model. I think I showed you how we can use Hugging Face embedding model in this notebook. See guys, here Hugging Face embedding model I was using. See, you also need to use Hugging Face embedding model here, okay. In this case I'm using OpenAI. So you need to replace with the Hugging Face embedding model, okay. I think I already showed each and everything, so you can do it. Now let me first of all generate these are the embeddings. So I'll clear, then I will run this second file. So it's 02. So it will take time because it will take all the articles, it will convert to chunks, then it will like convert them to vector embedding, okay. Then it will create the stories here. So here you can also integrate like vector database. So you can use Pinecone, Wave8, and you can also use ChromaDB. But I'm using this default like vector store index. So LlamaIndex provide this thing. So it will store your embedding local, okay. It will create one storage folder and it will store here. So you can also use a vector database and you can store them in the cloud as well, okay. I already showed you, just try to integrate here. So guys, as you can see, my storage has been created. Now this is my vector. So see, these are my embedding. So these are my vector. Okay, so now we are successfully uh, able to store our vector embedding. Now see, now this is the third script I have written. So if you want to test on top of your like storage, so here I'm loading the storage, and I'm just asking one query like what is tell me about Google's new supercomputer. Okay, so this is the query I'm asking, so it will give you the response. So you can try out. Okay, so let me execute and show you how it is working. So I'll just write Python. Then inside src, I have this 03. Yeah. So see guys, this is the response I got. Okay. So yeah, that means my storage has been created successfully, and we are also able to ask the query on top of it. Now we'll be converting, these are the thing, okay, as our app. So basically I will give some of the input. Okay, user will ask the query, and they will also select like they want to perform like say single stock analysis, or let's say multiple stock analysis. So this kind of functionality I'll also add. So for this I have already created one app.py. As you can see, this is the app.py. Here if you see, my index is already created, so that's why I'm importing the storage context and load index from the storage, because I want to load it. Then I'm also importing like LLM wise OpenAI, because I told you I'll be using OpenAI like model here instead of using open source. So here you just need to replace this OpenAI model with your open source model. You can also use Palm 2, then you can also use Llama 2, anything you can use. I already showed you this thing in my this notebook experiment. Okay, in my LlamaIndex session, just try to replace that. These are the model here. Then model wise, see, I've initialized GPT 3.5 turbo. Then here I'm just defining my LLM predictor. And I think you remember we had created one service context. Okay, so in LlamaIndex we create something called service context, and this will take your LLM. So once it's done, I'm also loading my storage. That means this vector embedding. Okay, as you can see, I'm loading, I'm giving the path. Once it is done, I'm creating this query engine. Okay, so once query engine is ready, now we'll be creating the front end part. So here basically, if you see here, we are creating this title and all. Like this is the title, financial stock analysis. So let me execute and show you how this thing will look like. So see guys, this is the title and this is the report subtitle. So these two I've created. Now here I'm creating one select box. So what type of like report you want to you want. So this is the select box, guys. Let me show you. This is the select box. So if you want to create any kinds of select box, you need to select select box from Streamlit. And here is the message I've given. So what type of report you want to do, and a single and competitive. So here if you see these two things I'm giving here. So single and competitive. Then if user is selecting single one, okay, so first of all we'll be handling the single. So here is the prompt I have written. Let me show you. So I'm just using my engine query engine. So as you can see, query engine we have already created, and this is the like prompt I'm just giving. So write a report on like on the outlook for symbols. Okay, symbol user will give me that. Okay, user will give me that symbol, because as you can see we are receiving the symbol. So as a text, input text, basically here is the symbol as input text we are receiving, and that thing we are passing here, okay, as a string. Then once it is done, this is my prompt stock from, I'm just mentioning the year. I need this stock from this year, and I'm also telling like be sure include the potential risk and the headwinds. Okay, so this is my prompt I have given to my LLM. So my LLM will give me some response, and that response actually I need to showcase. Okay, so I'm just using st.write, and I'm just passing my like this response, and it will show here. So once it is done, so I'm also handling the competitive analysis. So if user is selecting competitive analysis, so first of all I'm taking like two competitive. As you can see, if I select the competitive one, so here if you see I'm receiving the stock 1 and stock 2, and this thing actually I'm storing symbol 1, symbol 2, and this is the my second prompt. Okay, so I'm just write a report on the competitive between my symbol 1 and symbol 2 stock. Okay, then it will give me the response, and that's the response I'm showing in my front end. So this is the simple logic actually I have written behind these projects. Okay, and this is like very easy. Now you just need to like convert them to open source model, and if you have any idea on top of it, you can also create it. Okay, I think you got the overall idea, and all the resources actually will get from the description section. No worries about. Okay, so yes guys, this is all about from this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.